What's up, Slay Nation? Justin Query here with Josh Fusman, the co-directors of Slay Nation Upstate New York. How's it going, Josh?
Not too bad. What's going on, everybody?
Hold on, let me get this posted in the group, make sure everybody can see it. Yep. Just make sure it's in the group. Let a couple people jump on. What's up, Gino? I'll wait for a couple more, Josh. Just go to 30 seconds or so.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Now, this is the awards for the Rivers Only event from yesterday, July 13th. It was our fifth event of the year, our fifth live event. So we're going to be covering standings. We were going to do it 7:30 tonight, but judging was pretty easy on this one, so we got that done quick, and we wanted to get standings turned back on. So we figure we'll come in and knock this out, and that way everybody can get to their business the rest of the day. And yeah, definitely a hot one here too, Gino. So it was a hot one yesterday afternoon.
I'm going to apologize to everyone, too, if I'm not as into the live and comments as I usually am. I'm currently driving, but as Justin said, we wanted to get this done, and I've got a lot of stuff to accomplish today before my family trip tomorrow. So,
yep. Yeah, that's cool, man. So anything you want to cover with the event before we go to standings, how to go for you or anything like that?
Oh, it went horrible for me. So I'll tell everyone straight out. I went and pre-fished in Goose Bay on the St. Lawrence. I had a few small bass, nothing big. Didn't catch a limit. So I decided to head up to Crooked Creek, a spot that I fish from the bank with my kids all the time. Usually bank fishing, I'll catch 17, 18s all day. And I was out there trying everything, and I could not get on a bite. I threw Senko, whopper, buzzbait, frog, plopper, chatter, everything I could think of I threw, and I just couldn't get on anything.
Yeah, I know it was. I know a lot of the weather and the flooding and all that washout definitely had a big play in this tournament for a lot of people, including all of us on the St. Lawrence. It definitely had an effect on that river. So I know, like Friday, I went and practiced on Chippewa Bay with my dad, and Dad was finding them break surface of the water. He wasn't really catching them yet, but he was kind of picking up on something. So I pulled out the Whopper Plopper, started ripping that first cast, picked up a nice one in practice. Threw it again, picked up another one. He threw his, picked up one right away. Before we knew it, we had 5, 6 fish right in that area, between the two of us, and then we got out of there. So we kind of thought the top water bite would come in play. Then the tournament day for me was really weird. It was like a tale of two tournaments for me. The morning, I could only get one fish the first couple hours. Could not find a top water bite. My dad moved out of the area he was in and already had a limit quick within like 45 minutes. He had his limit already. Nothing big, but he had a limit. When he moved out of that area, I tried to move into that, picked up two right away, and then the bite just kind of died when that wind came in.
And then, I know it was one of those days. It was one of those days I was watching the standings, and it constantly was shifting back and forth. Like, it wasn't the same people in the top all day long. There was constantly somebody would jump up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting as far as the standings went. I know I was stuck at like 70, 72 inches for probably the first, 3, 4 hours, and then I couldn't get that plopper bite to go again after that wind picked up. So Dad went towards the islands, and I decided I was going to go beat the docks with Senkos and flip docks the rest of the day. Whatever happens, happens. And all of a sudden, I went over there and boom, picked up a decent one, picked up another one, picked up another one, and before I knew it, I culled my whole bag out. And I think I had a 9-inch coal, 9-inch total in coals from like, I don't know, maybe 11 to 1. So it was a really fun bite. I just couldn't find the kicker or two that I needed to place. So pretty happy with my day after the way I usually fish on St. Lawrence. I'm not good at chasing smallmouth out there like I should be. So I chased largemouth again and stayed shallow, and then that's what I did. So pretty happy though for my performance. It just wasn't and I knew it in practice. It wasn't a winning formula. A lot of 14s, 15s, 16-inch fish in the area I was in, but still a good tournament, good weather. The weather couldn't have been better, right?
It started off a little bit chilly with the wind, but as soon as that sun came out, it warmed right up and it was nice. The wind died right down too.
Yeah, I was pretty comfortable all day, and I really didn't have to fight the wind, which is nice on a place like St. Lawrence. But yeah, and as Josh Burr saying, it's whopper plopper all day. It was definitely one of my top baits of the weekend. So
I don't know how it was up there at Chippewa Bay, but I know where I launched, boat traffic wasn't too bad either. I mean,
no,
I ran into a few boats here and there, but it wasn't crazy.
no, it wasn't bad. Even for that tournament going on over on French Creek, I think a lot of those guys went Main Lake, so it wasn't bad at all for us. So oh shit, it poured for 2 hours on Jared. Yeah, we didn't have any rain. We had like a sprinkle right in the beginning, and then just stopped right away. So all right, man, let's get into these results and get that out of the way. I know I don't want to keep everybody too long, and I know you got a lot of things to do, and I got some things to do for school. Uh, yeah, so definitely an interesting tournament. I think it blew out any of our expectations as far as the top of the standings, what we thought it would be. But it was an awesome tournament. Numbers are definitely surprising. So
I really wasn't expecting any 20s to be caught, and I think there were 3 or 4 of them caught yesterday.
yeah, there was like 3 of them caught. So it's definitely a big surprise that went down. Let me share the standings. Once the live stream is over, we will turn standings back on so you guys can screenshot and check out standings and all that good stuff. As far as judging went, shout out to everybody on that. Judging was really easy. I think we had some weird things going on with Tourney X where we lost a couple pictures on some people. I ended up having to upload one for Bruce last night. I purposely saw it there during the day, but all of a sudden it was just gone. And then had to fix one of mine. There's a couple others that we had to check out and take care of, but other than myself and one other guy, maybe 2 other guys having a couple open mouth DQs, yeah, even me still doing it this long, still guilty sometimes, still make mistakes, but other than that, everybody, no issues with anybody launching out of bounds where they shouldn't be. Everybody was on rivers. So no issues at all with that, and it made judging really, really easy. Everybody checked in too. I think a lot of that notification helps a lot for people that forget that comes through. But everybody checked in for the tournament, so thanks for doing that too.
And everybody used a valid legal launch, so thank you for that to everyone.
Yeah, that was our big worry, was that anybody was going to kind of get stumbled with the rules and do something they can't do and force us to DQ an angler's bag or something like that, and that didn't happen. So
that's why I want to reiterate to everyone how important it is to watch the captain meetings, even if you can't watch them live, to listen to it the next morning, because we went over in detail in the captain's meeting all the rules on this event. So thank you for everyone that watched it and made sure that you were following the rules.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, you can see the 11 through 16 here if you guys want to check those numbers out. But we're going to roll through the top 10. I'll cover those since Josh is driving. Definitely bigger bags than we expected, especially up in that top 5 and top 4. So let's roll through these and see what where everybody finished. 10th place is going to go to Ricky Ottman with a 77.75 inch day and a big bass of 16.75. So he just, he had a good consistent bag. Just needed a good kicker to get rid of that 13. Two of them would have been nice, and it really would have shot his score up. But solid day for Ricky. Some good Angler of the Year points for the top 10 finish. Ninth place, we had Rob McConnell. Bob ended up with 80.75 inches with a big fish of 17 inches. It's another good day for Bob, and he had another good solid outing for Angler of the Year, so he's moving up in the standings there. Eighth place, you know that guy, eighth place, huh?
Yeah, I never met him.
Yeah, so that was me. And actually, I'll show you Jim and me. We ended up tying, and that was because I did knock off a half-inch on myself. When I saw it before Josh even got to my picture, and I considered it open mouth, so gave myself a deduction. And even with a different picture, I still think it was open mouth, so gave myself that half-inch deduction, and that tied me with Jim. But he had the bigger fish with the 18, so he takes 7th, and I will take 8th place home. But good Angler of the Year points for both of us, so I'm pretty happy with that day, especially for being all that crazy weather coming in. 6th place is going to go to Matthew Rothery with 84.25 inches with a big bass of 17.75. He actually had 3 of those fish, so very consistent bag. If he would have had a kicker in there to get rid of that 14, he could have had a pretty big bag yesterday. So definitely put himself in a good spot, though, for Angler of the Year. All right, you ready to roll through the top 5?
Yeah, go for it. I can't see him on my screen. I'm parked now, but it's too small to read.
So in 5th place, we have Bruce Rodenberg with 85.5-inch limit. He had 2 20-inch fished with a 20.25 and a 20. So crazy nice day for him. Just couldn't get rid of those smaller fish on his board, or else he would have placed or had a chance to win this one. But 2 giant fish on the board definitely helped him out. 4th place is going to go to Chucky. Chucky ended up fishing. I won't say where he's fishing in case he didn't tell anybody, but Chucky was out on the big water. I think he was chasing largemouth all day. I'm not sure if he had a mixed bag, but he did have a big fish of 20. Let me see if it was a smallmouth. Yeah, he was chasing largemouth too. So, yeah, Chucky takes home 4th place with an 88.75-inch day. If you would have told me somebody had 88.75 the day before the tournament, I would have said that probably won the tournament. Don't you think?
Yeah, I would have too. I did not expect the bags that we got out of there. And I know with Chucky, if he would have been able to find another 19, 20-inch to get rid of that 15, he probably would have been up in the money.
Yep. Oh, he definitely would have been in the money, maybe in 2nd place. So nice finish for Chucky, though. Another great Angler of the Year points total for him. So nice job, Chucky. 3rd place is going to go to Josh Brewer. He has 89.75 inches with a big fish of 19.25 inches. Him and his partner both had a great day. Nice finish for him. It's definitely some important AOI points for Josh, as he's obviously in the running for the Angler of the Year. So that top 3 finish is going to go a long way for him. Let me see if I can pull up the money. I'll pull up the money real quick. So for 3rd place, that will take home $240. He will also take home his share of the tag team side pot, so another $60. So $300 goes to Josh Brewer, who says he was fishing on the Susky, so good practice for the next event. And he caught a nice bag out there. Took home some nice cash too, so that's a good setup for the next tournament. Nice job out there, Josh. So Josh takes home $300. Pretty good day. 2nd place is going to go to his partner, Jose, who's going to have an even 90 inches on the day. really consistent.
They did great.
2 18s and 3 17s. Man, if he would have had a kicker on there, a 20, 20 and a half, something in there, man, that could have shot him right up there. But still, great finish for him. Consistent fishing, obviously, and 90 inches is a hell of a day to fish just a rivers only event.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Jose. I was kind of hoping you were gonna stay in third, not because I didn't want to see you take second, because I wanted to see you get that third place trophy with the Doc's Tackle logo on it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he'll get a shot at it at Fulton Chain or at the championship even. So nice finish there, Jose. Jose is going to take home $354 for second. His share of the side pot, another 60. So he will take home 404, 414, somewhere in there, right just over 400 bucks. Yeah, so nice day for Jose. Another good payout between those two guys. They took home some pretty good cash. And then we have our winner with a crazy bag for a Rivers Only event. But our winner for this event is going to be Jared Haskell with a 94.25 inch limit with 3 19s on the board, 2 18s to go with that. About as consistent of a bag as you can have in a Rivers tournament, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was not. If we hadn't got the storm we had, I might have predicted this, but like with that storm that came through, I was not expecting those numbers. And if there was those numbers, I was expecting it to come off St. Lawrence. So, hell of a job, Jared.
Yeah, definitely a great day for him. I'm sure he had a blast out there doing what he was doing. Obviously, I know where he fished because him and I talked, but I'm not going to say where he was at, but he was having a good time fishing one of his favorite spots to fish. So that's what it was all about. People didn't have to travel so far. Some of you guys got to fish new spots. Some of you fished some of your hot spots. So shout out to him for that. A great tournament. And for first place, he will take home a total of $548. So great payday to go with that to fish for a day. Obviously, he'll take home this trophy right here as well. So awesome day for Jared taking first. I think that's his first win with us this year. I don't think we've had any duplicate winners yet. So awesome to see a fifth new winner of the season for our tournament. So. And the last thing we got to cover is the big bass of the tournament. Let's see. Let's scroll down. Let's find that big bass. It's right here. Phil Dudick will take home the big bass with a 20.75 inch largemouth. Didn't have the best day as far as getting rid of some of those smaller fish, but hey, if you're going to fish a Rivers tournament, catching a 20 3/4 is a nice way to top it off. And it'll take home an extra $143 to go with that. So that'll pay for some gas money and his entry fee and good memory catching the big bass. He'll also get a nice plaque for that we got there. Summer's over here. You guys have seen our coins that we give out. So that will go to Phil Dudick. Congrats to him. Anything else you want to cover with the standings, Josh? Or you want me to go to tag teams?
It was, how many fish was it total? 116, if I remember right, or something like that, close to it?
157.
157, okay. 116 is what we had to judge. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting.
157, it's pretty good.
I wasn't expecting what we had, so I was impressed. Everybody did a great job. Like you said, I know everybody had a lot of fun. I know Jose messaged me yesterday and said, hey, can I stay on the water and fish a little bit? I'm having a great day. I was like, go for it. There's no awards today, so that's what it was all about. We do want to continue in the future doing one event like this, maybe not Rivers Only next year, but one virtual event every year. The reason we do it like that makes just a fun day of fishing. And then like you say, if you want to stay and fish your spot longer, go for it. If you want to be farther out so you don't have to plan on being back at the launch at 2:30, that's your call. Like, have fun with it. That's why we do one a year, and we're going to continue doing one a year.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely nice to be able to jump off the water, uh, load my kayak up, and just go straight home. Yeah, and that was pretty convenient. I was pretty tired, obviously, with working all week, and then practice, and then going right in and doing that tournament. The weather kind of, the hot weather definitely put a hurting on all of us. So yeah, it was definitely nice to be able to go home after that.
I know people I talked to, a lot of people used launches that were close to their house too, so they were loving it. I know Nielsen didn't even leave his house until like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it was well, and Chucky showed up late to the launch I was at, so and then he takes fourth place and puts up a monster bag. It's like his thing now. If he shows up on time, he might as well just pack up and go back home.
I just love that Chucky's always late, especially on a lake or a river that's like 20 minutes from his house.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty nice, man. And I know, like, Al Morgan was with me at my launch, and I think he said he stayed the night before. Super quiet. He that new launch they put in on St. Lawrence there for Chippewa was amazing. There's bathrooms there. It's super quiet, nice launch, great parking. Nobody messing around in that area. It's super nice. So yeah, it was an awesome tournament. I had a good time. I did better than I thought I'd do. I was worried on this one that I wouldn't do well. Practice though went pretty good, so I was pretty confident I could put together a bag. I just didn't know what kind of size I could find. But once I went over that flip and bite, man, I got on some good fish, and just couldn't find one of those 19 or 20s like these guys, and that's what I needed. But great tournament. I had a lot of fun. I know you guys had a lot of fun with it. Looked like so. Congrats to everybody that placed, everybody that was in the running for this one, and big thank you to everybody that made judging easy on Josh and I. It was super simple, and that made it really easy to get on here and get standings turned back on real quick for you guys. So, anything you want to cover real quick before we go?
We got Susky coming up next month. As of right now, it's just me and Jake Stem signed up. So if you're planning on fishing it, get in there.
Yep, I'll be there. I'm sure my dad's going with me. That was one of the reasons we did the Rivers Only tournament when we did. It was to kind of get everybody in the mindset of fishing rivers. Even had a couple of guys who took top 3 finishes home that went back to back with fishing the Susky now, and they'll be able to fish it again in a couple of weeks if they are going to do our tournament. So hopefully they're on our squad, because we'll definitely need them for that Civil War.
The only other thing I'm going to say is we got a 3.5, 4 weeks off, something like that, before Susky. So it's been a busy season. Everyone, have fun, spend some time with your families. If you got kids, make sure you get them out there doing some fishing. I know I'm guilty of not taking mine out yet this year. I've been so busy, so definitely plan on doing that in this little break we got going on.
Yeah, nice little intermission, halfway point, kind of. Leaving us a little over halfway point, but nice little month off before the Susky event. And then we'll pick right up with Susky, Fulton Chain, Saranac Lake for the championship, and then the Invitational. So kind of hit that second half pretty hard once we get going. So enjoy your break. Be safe out there. Any online tournaments between then? Not sure, man. If I'll throw a poll out there, and if there's 10 or more people that want to do one, maybe we'll do like a little summer bash for like 4 or 5 weeks, something like that. But throw any ideas that you guys want, throw in the comments. Maybe we'll put something together. But yeah, I'm open to that. So. All right, man. Thanks for jumping on, Josh. You gotta go get ready and do what you gotta do, guys. I'm Angler of the Year. How's the Angler of the Year looking? Angler of the Year. Great question. And Josh, if you want to spend another 30 seconds on here, I will pull that up quick and talk about the updated standings.
Hey, Jose, so high.
So, Angler of the Year, the top 3 all changed now. So, the new Angler of the Year right now is Josh Brewer. He's moved into first with Bailey not fishing this one. Bailey can obviously make up for that. Maybe with fishing Susky or Fulton, if he does, you can easily.
He would have got some. He would have got some good points too. I looked at NYKBF. Bailey had like 83 inches, so he wouldn't have placed, but he would have got some good points for AOI had he done both.
Yeah, I think he's pretty confident that he can go to Susky or Fulton Chain and get his fifth score and get rid of that 0. So I'm sure Bailey's not too worried about that. Bruce also had a great tournament, but he missed Tupper Lake with us, so he can make that up at Susky or Fulton Chain as well. And he's sitting up there pretty high for Angler of the Year. So right now it's kind of a 3-man race, 4-man. I'd say 4-man race between Josh Brewer, Chucky, Bruce, and Bailey. So it's kind of a 4-man race, but it's a long way to go, so that can change. But that's what it looks like right now. I will be posting as soon as this goes offline. There will be a Facebook post on our group with all the information for the tournament. Angler of the Year stuff is on there. Tag Team Championship updates are on there. So all that good stuff is on there.
I know Josh and Jose, you guys took first place back on tag team.
Yep. Yeah, by taking first this tournament, they also jumped you guys on that. Who's the team that was in second again?
That would be the Black Bass Banditos with Chucky and Zach LeClaire. They came out of nowhere.
Yep. They moved. I think they had a bad showing on Cayuga, if I remember right. And so they took care of business yesterday, and now they've got a nice finish. So those top 3 are pretty close with Ballsy Baiters, the Banditos, and the Gingerbeers. So still anybody's game, but no tag team event for the Susky, obviously. So Fulton Chain is your last chance to upgrade your regular season score, and then it's on to the championship after that. So, all right, everybody, appreciate you jumping on. Check out the post as soon as this is over, and give that a comment. Drop some pictures in there, any short videos you got of your day yesterday if you got them. Throw those in the comments on the post that we make. And then other than that, just appreciate you guys jumping on and fishing with us this weekend. Appreciate all of our sponsors for what they did, allowing us to have these awesome trophies and all the other stuff that we give out. I'll give out the trophies for this and the Freedom Tournament at the next tournament that I see you guys at. So anything else, Josh?
That about does it for me.
All right, man. Everybody, appreciate you. Check that post out, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for fishing with us. Trade lines, everybody.
Later.
Bye, Justin.
See you later, buddy.